Welcome to the Published and Paid podcast, where we share book, business, leadership, and life lessons in 20 minutes or less to help you build a thought leadership brand and business. My name is Jasmine Womack. I'm a former middle school language arts teacher turned seven-figure entrepreneur, and I am glad that you are here. Let's get started. Welcome back to another episode of the Published and Paid podcast. And we got to have this conversation about how to stay focused. One of the reasons why I felt like it was important to talk about this today is really because, from my perspective as a coach and consultant, it pains me deeply to see people waste their potential all because they're not focused. If I see someone enroll in a coaching program or see someone publish a book and I know that they haven't done all that they can, I know that they haven't maximized the resources, utilized the resources to the best of their ability, I know that they haven't promoted their books or promoted their coaching programs before they try to go do something else, it's very disheartening because I know firsthand what happens when you focus and you lock in. I remember when I was all over the place, like in my business many years ago, and I was bouncing from workshop to workshop, from coach to coach, listening at all of the things, trying to piece things together, trying to figure things out, trying to do all the things all the time, a new masterclass every single month, trying to offer this, trying to offer that. I literally was all over the place. I was tired. I was exhausted. I was frustrated, trying to figure things out. Things didn't start working well for me until I locked all the way in and I focused in on a thing. I focused in on one book. I focused in on one message. I focused in on one coaching program. I focused in on helping one type of client. I focused in on teaching and speaking about one core topic. And that's when business exploded. Focusing means that you are placing your attention on a specific item or task for a specific amount of time. Right? It means that you are committed to doing a thing until you see success with that thing. Now, success can mean different things. Success can mean completion of certain tasks. Success can mean you've reached certain outcomes. Success can mean that you have attained specific results, right? However, a lot of people don't reach the goal that they want to reach because they literally have trouble focusing. They are impacted by what I call shiny object syndrome. Like the thing that looks the best, the thing that looks the most interesting at the time, that's what you're going after. And when you do that, you break your focus. You break your momentum. Focus, of course, can be time where you're sitting down working, but focus can also be what you're working on, either during a specific time block or during a specific period of time. I cannot say enough, like even when you're sitting down at your desk working on your business, just from my experience with talking through this with some of my clients, you can be sitting down at your desk working and still not be productive. Like you can literally spend 2 hours at your desk but literally spend 15 minutes working. You know why? Because every time your phone chimes, you pick it up. You're busy browsing Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, or YouTube, right? You're finding things in your office to do. You are all over in all the different tabs, clicking in and clicking out. And before you know it, 1 hour, 2 hours have gone by and you have accomplished absolutely nothing on your list. I know I'm talking to somebody in this podcast. The reason why your working time block has been non-productive is because you haven't locked in and focused on a specific thing. So let's talk about how to amplify your focus time. The first thing that you have to do is set clear goals. With setting clear goals, I suggest having a list, a minimum of 3, no more than 5 things that you are going to do for a specific period of time. Every single day, I have a list of top 3 things that I am going to complete. I'm going to complete those 3 things. If I get to the 5, if I get to the extra 2, that's extra. But I'm going to have 3 main things that I'm going to accomplish during that day. Like, for example, today was my content day. My schedule got thrown off a little bit because my children were home for winter break. So I got my day started a little bit later than I normally do. I didn't work out this morning. So I'm up late at night completing these podcast episodes because my goal was to record a certain number. You can have daily goals, you can have weekly goals. So for and your daily goals may vary. Some of them may stay the same, some of them may vary. So for example, my fitness daily goal is to exercise a minimum of 45 minutes, 5 to 6 days per week. That's a daily goal. My daily goal is to listen to my audio Bible for at least 15 minutes per day and to pray for at least 10 minutes per day. Like, those are goals. But when I sit down to work, my goals are going to change based on what we have to do in the company. I write those goals out in my daily agenda the night before. So I go into the day knowing what I need to do the previous day. Okay. Next, you want to make sure that you create a distraction-free environment. Put your phone on vibrate, put your phone away from you. Set a timer and say, I'm going to work for a focused time period for 30 minutes, for 45 minutes. It might be for 20 minutes. I'm not going to do anything except for to do this thing. And I have to finish this task, or I have to finish this goal within this time period. Like, I'm giving myself this amount of time to finish this, and that's it. I'm not taking no for an answer. You'll find that when you give yourself a specific time to finish one specific thing, most of the time you'll finish it. Okay? And setting a timer and looking at your timer will help you along the way. Okay? Which takes me to my next point, is that you want to use time management techniques. Like, I like to time block. I like to time block and say, from this time to this time, this is what I'm going to work on. And I like to set my timer. I look at my time. Looking at my time and keeping my timer in front of me helps me to stay focused. And it also reduces the chances that I will go into another tab. Matter of fact, I started closing out of the Facebook tabs and threads and all of that off of my computer. And as much as I can, I try to have only the tabs open that I need to complete that specific tasks so that I don't get distracted. I put my Slack channels on do not disturb for the rest of the day. Like, literally, because anytime something goes off, anytime a notification goes off, I'm tempted in my mind to go and check it and see what it is. What I've discovered is that if I'm in a period of deep work, a notification distracts me, or I allow myself to be distracted by it, because that's what happens. It literally takes me time to get back into that same level of focus that I was in before, because my focus broke. So I don't even look at it. And in order to just not even be tempted looking at it, I turn off the notifications. I silence it. So you might need to put your phone on do not disturb. You might need to put all your notifications on do not disturb, put your computer on do not disturb, so that you can have focused time and decrease the opportunities for you to be distracted. You also want to make sure that you take regular breaks, especially if you have long working periods. I suggest taking a break every 45 to 60 minutes. It doesn't have to be long, but definitely don't work longer than 90 minutes without a break. You have to you have to get up. You got to go into a different room. If you're working from home, go get a breath of fresh air outside, take a walk or something. Take a short break, because this is going to allow your brain to rest and recharge. I had a pretty lengthy work day today, was up working very early, spent some time with the kids, went to the store to get them some snacks or whatnot, went to the store and got dinner, went back to the store to get them some snacks. And the little break was exactly what I needed, because I had to come and get these podcast episodes record it for you guys. But beforehand, my brain was too tired because I didn't take a break like I normally do. But we went to the store, we got snacks, had some great conversation, got some grapes, some little things that the kids wanted. I got myself some more coffee and some apples that my mom got for me called Rocket. Oh my gosh. I was like, Mom, where'd you get these? I've never seen these before. I don't know where they came from, but they're really, really delicious. And they're like the palm of this different topic, guys. Palm size, the perfect snack, and they're super healthy. I got myself some Rocket apples, Rockit, Rocket apples. Came back home, chilled out with the kids, made myself some coffee. That 20 minutes was exactly what I needed, right? So make sure that you take regular breaks and find mindfulness. And if you're not into meditation, stretch every night before you go to bed and use that as your way to calm your mind down. I have found that stretching relaxes me. It gets me ready for my day. It calms my nerves. It decreases my anxiety. I don't do much of the meditation, like sitting there and focusing on breathing. But when I stretch, it helps me to focus on my breathing, and it also helps me to center my thinking. It slows my mind down. It calms my mind down from all of the thinking that I do. So if you're not into meditation, try stretching and see how you feel afterwards. That's a form of practicing mindfulness. Listen, staying focused. I read a quote some time ago that said that if you focus on one task, you'll complete it in half the time with 90% the accuracy, as opposed to if you're trying to focus on several things at once. So if you're trying to focus on several things at once versus focusing on one thing at a time, when you focus on one thing at a time, you will accomplish it in half the time and with double the accuracy. Focus in on what you're doing. When you join coaching programs, lean all the way in. Stop listening to all these different people all at the same time and then taking all of these other people's philosophies back to your coach. Like, what's the point in making an investment if you're going to do that? There's a such thing as having too many voices in your head. Focus all the way in. Maximize where you are. Lean in. Okay? And make it work for you. If you found this episode helpful, I invite you to subscribe. I invite you to rate and review the podcast. Share this episode out with someone else. Get all the links and resources in the show notes. Until next time, peace, love, and impact.